So the next example, if we consider, we have these three equation, okay, and if we start step number one, you will come up with one matrices. You will rewrite this equation in a matrices form. Okay, then you will apply a forward elimination approach where you will try to make the convert this a upper triangular matrix. But if you try this, you will face one issue, one problem here. Okay, after doing row operation, you will come across that this diagonal element comes as a 0. Now we know that if this is x1, x2 and x3, how can I calculate x3? Okay, if the diagonal element comes as a 0, the corresponding variable value will be either 0, or we will say that this linear system of equation have infinite solution. There are number of possibilities about x1 value, x2 value and x3 value. So this, if the diagonal element of your solution comes as a 0, we say that it's having infinite number of solution. Okay, so bottom line is that diagonal element should not be 0 to get a unique solution. Okay, so how to avoid, जितना हो सकता है अपने से, we will try to avoid getting a 0 at the diagonal element. Okay, we will see some more issues. We will consider next point in the Gauss elimination method is called as a partial Gauss elimination with partial pivoting. I hope some of you might be knowing about the partial pivoting. Even if you don't know, no worry, I'll cover every detail of partial pivoting. Okay, so let's see one more example and understand this concept of partial pivoting. Now see this here in equation number 1. In equation number 1, we don't have x1 coefficient. x1 का coefficient कितना होगा? It will be 0. 0 होगा. Now we know that when we operate on the row to convert a given matrices into a upper triangular matrix, we have one multiplication factor, and for that multiplication factor, if you look at the formulation, it says multiplication factor, that f equal to element which is to be reduced to 0, जिसको 0 बनाना है आपको, divided by corresponding pivot element. Okay, now if you go back to this, if to make this upper triangular matrix, मुझे ये 4 को 0 बनाना पड़ेगा. If I would like to make this 4 0, for this row operation or to dash row operation, my f will be equal to what? 4 divided by 0, because for this the pivot element is 0. Okay, so this is not possible. We cannot have this kind of scenario where the factor has division by 0. Okay, so इसका ऐसा मतलब तो नहीं है कि ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व ही नहीं हो सकता, right? So we can solve this numerical with some simple modification. Okay, so what is the problem here? Whenever our pivot element is 0 or close to 0, अगर close to 0 भी हुआ तो क्या होता है? This multiplication factor का value बहुत ज्यादा होगा. This multiplication factor will be too high. Okay, also there is one more additional thing about the pivot element. Pivot element has a significant effect on the solution. Okay, so whenever these pivot elements are 0 or close to 0, either you will get an infinite solution or you will get too much of the round of error in our numerical, in our solution. Okay, so how to solve this how to resolve this problem? Try to avoid having 0 at the pivot element. Okay, अगर 0 आ रहा है तो उसको change करो. Okay, along with that we know that most of the effect on the final solution is made due to the pivot element. Okay, so to have a better accuracy, better approximation, we should target to get a maximum value at pivot. Diagonal element में maximum number आना चाहिए. Okay, so one way to do that is interchanging the row numbers. Okay, or rearranging the equation. And this methodology, this process is called as a partial pivoting. Okay, so definition is something like this: rearranging the row such that the diagonal or pivot element will have maximum absolute value. Don't consider the sign, it should have a maximum value. Okay, I hope you understood this about the partial pivoting. Now if you look at this problem, अब क्या करना है आपको? रीअरेंज रो करना है. रोज करना है मतलब इक्वेशन चेंज करने, इक्वेशन नंबर चेंज करना है. Old equation number was like this was 1, this was 2, and this was third equation. Okay, the problem with this system of linear equation is that I am getting 0 at the pivot element. To solve this problem, I need to do partial pivoting. That means I need to change the sequence of this equation. Sequence change करना है. Okay, now simply proceed like this. अपना पहला वेरिएबल, अननोन वेरिएबल कौन सा है? x1. ओके, नाउ गो टू योर लीनियर सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन. यहाँ पे आपके सब x1 वैल्यूज है. ओके, यहाँ पे 0 आया है, 0 x1. ओके, सो पहला वेरिएबल कौन सा है? x1. नाउ लुक एट द नंबर्स, फाइंड वेयर वी हैव मैक्सिमम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x1. इक्वेशन नंबर 2 में देखो आप, यहाँ पे 4 है, 0 2, सबसे ज्यादा ये है x1. सो दिस बिकम योर इक्वेशन नंबर 1. ओके, नाउ I need to find which one is the equation number 2. Now 2, equation number 2, variable number 2 find out करो. Okay, variable number 2 कौन सा है अपना? x1. Forget about the sign, look at the maximum coefficient of x2. Okay, so see 6, 3 and 2. Out of this already we have decided that this is equation number 1. Okay, so you cannot have equation number 2 also for the same one. So अपने पास अल्टरनेटिव कौन सा है? ये और ये, -3 and +2. Now we need to find the maximum absolute value. Which one is that? This -3 is the maximum value. So this become my equation number 2. Okay, and the last option, this will be your equation number 3. All of you understood this partial pivoting? Remember, whenever you get a problem statement, okay, your problem statement will be something like this. So whenever you get a problem statement, rearrange the equation. Rearrange the equation using partial pivoting. Okay, just now I have told you the procedure. I hope all of you understood about the partial pivoting. In the chat window, you can ask me query regarding partial pivoting. This is the most important step in your solution. If you don't understand this, आपका solution हर बार गलत ही आएगा. Okay. So is there any issue regarding partial pivoting? Easy concept है, but बहुत बार बच्चे ये भूल जाते. They become too eager to solve the question. जल्दी जल्दी से जैसा सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन है वो लेके वो सॉल्व कर देते. Okay, so carefully first do the partial pivoting. If there are no issue, we can move ahead. So when you solve the numerical, your equation will be rearranged in this way. Okay, so moving ahead, this is about partial pivoting. So some of the student might see कि सर ये partial pivoting कर रहे हैं ना, to get the better solution, better accuracy, why not go for full pivoting, complete pivoting? Okay, so let's see what is meant by complete pivoting. In the complete pivoting, what we do, we in partial pivoting we just rearrange the rows, but if we go for complete pivoting, आप column भी change कर देते हो. Now problem with complete pivoting that you have to rearrange the rows along with column. Now when you rearrange the column, आपके जो x1 x2 x3 का sequence है ना, वो भी change हो जाता है. That orders also get changed. And what you are going to achieve, there is no significant improvement in our solution. Okay, but you are increasing the complexity of your problem. प्रोसीजर बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कर रहे हो आप, और उसका फायदा कितना है, कुछ भी नहीं. नो सिग्निफिकेंट इंप्रूवमेंट इन द एक्यूरेसी और योर फाइनल सॉल्यूशन. सो व्हाई वेस्ट आवर टाइम टू डू द कंप्लीट पिवोटिंग इफ उसका ज्यादा फायदा ही नहीं हो रहा और नुकसान ज्यादा है. कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आपके प्रोग्राम का, आपका सॉफ्टवेयर का कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ा रहा है, वो कैलकुलेशंस बढ़ा रहा है. सो व्हाई शुड वी गो फॉर देन कंप्लीट पिवोटिंग इफ इट इज नॉट दैट मच improvement? Okay, so that's why it rarely used. Okay, so no need to go for complete pivoting. Complete pivoting में क्या करना पड़ता है, rows along with column also gets changed, all the sequence, all the variables order gets changed here. So that's why we try to avoid using complete pivoting. So don't worry, don't waste your energy on understanding this complete pivoting. सिर्फ इतना याद रखो कि we don't go for complete pivoting. Okay, now this is a task for you guys. Okay, so use your chat window and tell me what should be the correct sequence of this 4 equation. Which one should be the first equation, second equation, third equation and fourth equation with reference to the earlier order, given order. Okay, so using chat window, tell me quickly sequence of okay, some are getting the answers. Easy है, थोड़ा सोचो सिर्फ. Yes, संकेत, thank you. Correct answer. श्रेयस बरोबर. ऋग्वेद. इक्वेशन नंबर 1 कौन सा बनेगा? ऑब्जर्व, वेरिएबल नंबर 1 is x1. Okay, so go check out your x1 values. सबसे ज्यादा कोएफिशिएंट कहां पे x1 का? This one. So this become your equation number 1. Okay, then equation number 2, coefficient of वेरिएबल नंबर 2. वेरिएबल नंबर 2 x2. x2 का वेरिएबल सबसे ज्यादा किसमें है? इन दिस. सो दिस बिकम योर इक्वेशन नंबर 2. ओके, तो ये इक्वेशन का काम खत्म, ये इक्वेशन का काम खत्म. नाउ 3 and 4, दिस कंपेयर दिस टू ओनली. इसमें से x3 का सबसे ज्यादा कोएफिशिएंट कहां पे? इसमें. so this become my equation number 3 and this is the last option, equation number 4. Okay, so it's easy task, all of you can do this. I hope you understood. Now after rearranging this equation, system of equation, how to solve, how to attempt, even though मुझे पता है, आपको already पता है. Okay, so we will have a quick revision about the procedure of Gauss elimination. अब क्या हुआ है, थोड़ा ड्यू टू दिस पार्शियल पिवोटिंग वी हैव एडेड वन स्टेप. So step number 1 in a Gauss elimination will be rearranging the equation. Step 2 will be rewriting the given system of equation in a matrices form. Matrix form में लिखना है. Step 3, and that will be the bigger step, converting the coefficient matrix into a upper triangular matrix. उसके बाद ये upper triangular matrix जैसे ही बना, you will go for step number 4, that will be back substitution. Okay, you will find out x4, उसके बाद x3, उसके बाद x2 and last x1. Okay, so those of you who were absent in the previous lecture और जिनको थोड़ा doubt होगा, we will clarify all the doubt. I'll repeat the Gauss elimination procedure first and last time now. So this was our matrix equation. I have taken a help of Excel sheet to elaborate on this system. Okay, so I hope this is visible to all. So based on this rearrangement, मैंने क्या किया, उसको मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में लिख दिया. This is 4 from here, 4 1 2 3. Okay, same 3 4 1 2 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4. This is your coefficient matrix. Okay, then this is your unknown vector A B C D. Instead of x1 x2 x3 मैंने A B C D यूज किया. Okay, and this is your constant vector. Okay, so equal to, इन दोनों में multiplication. I hope this is clear to all. Okay, next क्या करते हैं हम, we do the row operation. So here these are your diagonal elements. और हमें क्या करना है, अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स मतलब उसके नीचे वाले ये जो टर्म्स है ना, we need to make it 0. Okay, we need to make them 0. ये सबको 0 बनाना है हमें. So how to proceed, we need to perform a row operation. Okay, so first row operation we are going to do on R2. With the help of this R1, make this 3 0. ये 3 को 0 बनाएंगे. Okay, उसके बाद 2 को 0 बनाएंगे, उसके बाद 1 को 0 बनाएंगे. So how to do that? We had a generalized formula. This new row equal to old row minus a multiplication factor into a reference row. Okay, ये हमने generalized equation बनाया था कल. Okay, now out of this we need to just first find out कि भाई वो multiplication factor क्या होना चाहिए. So the multiplication factor f was equal to, एक formula define किया था हमने, numerator will be value element which you would like to make it 0. किसको 0 बनाना है? For this case ये 3 को 0 बनाना है, तो ये बनेगा 3 divided by corresponding pivot element. ये जब 3 को 0 बनाओगे तो उसका corresponding pivot element कौन सा है, ये देखो मैंने ग्रीन में हाईलाइट किया है. That is your pivot element, corresponding pivot element. Okay, so that is 4. So 3 by 4 is the factor. Okay, so which come as a 0.75. अब क्या करना है आपको, ये जो R2 रो होगा, ये जो R2 होगा, all complete row, R2 minus this factor 0.75 into reference row. Okay, reference row R1. So I'll demonstrate for this one. See, ये ऑपरेशन, फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन करते हैं हम. ओल्ड वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 3 माइनस फैक्टर इज 0.75 into R1. R1 is corresponding row element which is 4. So if you do this calculation, the answer will come as a 0. नेक्स्ट अगेन वी विल ट्राई फॉर नेक्स्ट टर्म, दिस नेक्स्ट 4 के लिए ट्राई करते. ओके, सो 4 इज द ओल्ड वैल्यू minus factor 0.75 into corresponding row element, that is 4 1. So 4 minus 0.75 into 1, you got 3.25. Similarly for 1 also we need to update this 1 also. So equation will become 1 minus that factor 0.75 into R1 corresponding row. So that is 2. So 1 minus 0.75 into 2, you got 0.5, minus 0.5, and so on. And you have also have to work on this D. D पे भी काम करना पड़ेगा. So D क्या है? Old D था 40 minus factor है 0.75 into corresponding element, that was 40. So 40 minus 0.75 into 40, this becomes 30. 40 minus 30 becomes 10. That is your answer. I hope you understood. So row 2 will be something like this. Similarly, we have to work on row number 3 also. Okay. Row number 3. Now row number 3 पे अगर काम करना है आपको, तो आपका टारगेट क्या हुआ? ये 2 को 0 बनाना है. Okay. So first find out factor for that row. So factor will be equal to, किसको 0 बनाना है? मुझे 2 को 0 बनाना है. डिवाइडेड बाय, उसके लिए पिवोट एलिमेंट कौन सा है मेरा? उसी कॉलम में देखो ऊपर पिवोट एलिमेंट, द ग्रीन वन, दैट इज 4. So 2 by 4, 0.5. This become a factor for row number 3. Okay, so I'll perform this operation. I'll get this updated R3. Okay, similarly R4 के लिए 1 divided by 4, 0.25. I'll multiply and subtract to obtain R4, updated R4, and so on. Okay, so I hope you don't have any kind of doubt. अगर कुछ भी doubt होगा, tell me, I'll again explain that. Okay, so after completing this first operation, you will observe and you will get this matrices. Okay, and side by side your D. Okay, there is some issue regarding R3 dash. Okay, R dash 3. So again I'll explain that R dash 3, no worry. Okay, I hope this you have to do, would like to understand this R3 dash. ठीक है. Now मुझे क्या करना है? ये तो 0 बन गया, देखो R2 यहाँ पे 0 बन गया. अब मुझे क्या करना है? ये 2 को भी 0 बनाना है. ये 2 को भी 0 बनाना है इधर. So कैसे बनाएंगे? We are going to perform this R3 dash. Right now don't worry about this one. ये थोड़ा erase कर दो, नीचे वाला portion. Okay, so we are going to perform a row operation on third row to make this 2 0, to make this 2 0. ये मेरा टारगेट है. ओके, 2 को 0 बनाएंगे. हाउ टू मेक दिस? आई हैव अ जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्मूला कि भाई अपडेटेड R3, न्यू R3 विल बी इक्वल टू ओल्ड R3 माइनस एक फैक्टर, ओके, मल्टीप्लीकेशन फैक्टर, इनटू a reference row R1. For this, the row is, reference row is always R1. Okay, so R3 तुझे पता है कि R3 क्या है? 2 3 4 1 and this 40. Okay, and R1 क्या है? R1 also we know 4 1 2 3 and 40. So this is row number 1. Unknown क्या है फिर इस फॉर्मूला में? F3. Okay, so how to get this F3? F3 is equal to, this multiplication factor is equal to a element which you would like to make it 0 divided by corresponding pivot element. किसको 0 बनाना है? चलो F निकालते हैं, यहाँ पे F3 निकाल लेते. F3 इक्वल टू किसको जीरो बनाना है, R3 में 2 को जीरो बनाना है, तो 2 डिवाइडेड बाय, टू मेक दिस 2 जीरो, इसका करस्पॉन्डिंग पिवोट एलिमेंट कौन सा है, पिवोट एलिमेंट हमेशा उसी कॉलम में रहता है, पिवोट एलिमेंट क्या रहता है, डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स आर पिवोट एलिमेंट, एंड फॉर मेकिंग दिस 2 जीरो उसी कॉलम में सर्च करो किधर है डायगोनल एलिमेंट, ऊपर है ये देखो 4, 4 इज द डायगोनल एलिमेंट, so 2/4, so f is equal to 0.5. ओके, तो f की क्या करो 0.5 में डाल दो इधर, 0.5 in place of f3. I hope you understand this. Again I'll show you calculation for row number 3. अब ये calculation कैसे करते हैं, okay. So old value of row 2, sorry row 3 is 2 minus factor is 0.5 and corresponding R1 मतलब रो नंबर 1 से नंबर लेके आओ, ये 4, okay. So you got 0 here. नेक्स्ट, अब नेक्स्ट टर्म पे ऑपरेट करना पड़ेगा, ये 3 पे ऑपरेट करेंगे, सो ओल्ड वैल्यू 3 माइनस फैक्टर कितना है अपना 0.5, उसका करस्पॉन्डिंग रो नंबर 1 से नंबर लेके आओ, एलिमेंट लेके आओ, ये देखो करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट क्या है 1, so 1, so 3 minus 0.5 into 1, you got 2.5. फिर आप क्या करोगे, 4 के लिए कैलकुलेशन करोगे, फिर 1 के लिए करोगे, and so you will just copy this here. I hope you understood this. So similarly I have performed, ये अपना पहला तो हो गया, ये 0, फिर क्या करना पड़ेगा, विथ रेफरेंस टू दिस 3.25 उसके नीचे वाले टर्म आपको 0 बनाने पड़ेंगे, so again with reference to this 3.25 this become your now pivot element for each and f3 हो या f4 हो, दोनों के लिए डिनोमिनेटर f3 और f4 दोनों के लिए डिनोमिनेटर विल बी 3.25, ओके. न्यूमरेटर एक बार f3 के लिए 2.5 होगा और f4 के लिए क्या होगा आपका 1.75, ओके. यू विल गो लाइक दिस, इसको भी 0 बनाओगे, नाउ यू विल मूव अहेड, अब क्या बाकी है, अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स में इसको 0 बनाना बाकी है, अगेन यू विल डू लास्ट रो ऑपरेशन and will come up with the 0 here. So this become your upper triangular matrix, maximum energy you have to spend here only to make it upper triangular matrix. उसके बाद back substitution all of you can easily do, back substitution easy part रहता है, okay. So see I'll start with D first. D कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, this 14.55 divided by this 3.636, आपको D मिल जाएगा. सी कैसे फाइंड करोगे, एक इक्वेशन बनाओगे, 3.385 इंटू सी माइनस 0.31 इंटू डी इक्वल टू 12.31, ओके. उसमें डी तो पता है आपको, सिर्फ सी अननोन है, ओके. सो यू विल कैलकुलेट सी इन दैट वे, ओके. सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड अबाउट दिस प्रोसीजर. मैंने रिपीट किया पूरा का पूरा, जो भी कल एब्सेंट थे उनके लिए भी वी हैव रिवाइज दिस इन अ शॉर्टर टाइम. So any doubt in this process? You would like to get any data again revise? If not, we can go ahead. Okay, thank you Yash. So सबको समझ में आया? Okay, thank you Soumya. We will go ahead. Okay. So if you solve this numerical, the answer come as 444, I guess. all values of x are 4. Now this is task for you guys. Please note down this numerical. Note down this numerical and try to solve. Okay. I'm not gonna teach anything new in this session now. We will solve only this numerical. Sorry, you will solve this numerical. You are going to put the answer in the Google form given. एक 5-10 मिनट के बाद I'll provide you a link. Complete the solution. Put the answer in that link along with your roll number. Okay, so that will be it for your attendance. I will be here up to some period 15-20 minutes to solve your doubt. Okay, आप क्या करो, notebook open करके you start solving this numerical. जहां पे भी doubt होगा, I am there. I'll allow all of you to unmute yourself. You can ask me directly question. अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए, you can put your queries in the chat window also. कहीं पे भी doubt होगा, you can ask me. Okay, I'll also stop the recording.